Hey everybody, welcome to the latest episode of the Rock and Roll Experience with Mike Brunn. On today's show, I have one of the Kruisefest 2020 promoters with me, Joe D'Angelo. He'll give us the information on all the headliners for both nights, the hotel information that we need, as well as how to get tickets for this great event. Please, while you're here, hit that subscribe button below on my YouTube channel and head over to my Facebook page, The Rock and Roll Experience with Mike Brunn, where each and every day we talk about all the rock and roll music that you love. Now, without further ado, let's get started with my conversation with Joe and get all the great details on this incredible two-day event. Alrighty, hey everybody, welcome to the latest episode of the Rock and Roll Experience with Mike Brunn. Today I'm really excited to be welcoming back to the show for, I believe it's the third time, Joe, if I'm not mistaken. So Joe D'Angelo, one of the organizers and promoters of Kruisefest. How you doing, Joe?
I'm good. I hope you don't start losing audiences if I keep coming back on the show.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, I'm excited to have you back. And we're back because it's cruise time again, and it's Kruisefest time again. And, before we even start talking about this year's Kruisefest show, I'm going to tell you, you got tough acts to follow, right? The last couple of years, you had Vinnie Vincent and 4x Fate. You had last year Ace Frehley and Sebastian Bach. It's going to be, two great years in a row that I've been there, and it's going to be tough acts for you to follow, but I'm sure you're up to the task.
I actually think that we set the bar pretty high last year.
Yeah.
And as an event planner, you always try to make every event each year better than the last. Mm-hmm. And I think that we've achieved that this year with what we've got in the works.
Awesome. Well, before we even get into the details of the event, let's talk about the hotel, right? So you announced, I guess, a couple of days ago, by the time this is on the internet, the hotel and where is it. So just in case people who are watching this missed that, why don't you let everybody know the hotel information?
Okay. Last year was a great hotel. We really enjoyed the layout. I thought everything flowed really well. There was a bit of a scheduling conflict with the hotel and when we wanted to do Kruisefest. So we decided that, instead of trying to do it at that event at the same location again, we would look for another spot where we could spread out. And, we actually hit a home run. The Hilton downtown Miami is where it's going to be this year. And this hotel is absolutely gorgeous. Now, the Blue Lagoon was really nice last year.
Yep.
But this is like a notch above that. It's like nice. It's a higher end hotel. Mm-hmm. The concert hall is almost twice the size. Nice. So that's allowing us to do some really neat things. We're going to elaborate on the staging this year. Okay. We're going to have a catwalk that kind of juts out into the VIP area. Mm-hmm. Yep. So the VIPs are going to have a really, cool time being right up by the stage, Absolutely. And we have plenty of room with, being twice as big to make the VIP area a little larger. To the GA area will be larger. Mm-hmm. There's plenty of room for people. Plenty of room for bars. So getting alcohol won't, if you want your drinks, even if it's not alcohol, if you just drink soda or whatever bottle, it'll all be easier to get to. Yep. So all in all, it's a win-win as far as the concert area is concerned. Mm-hmm. Now, we also do the expo part of the event. Excellent. Where we do that during the day. Mm-hmm. This venue has where the concert hall is. There's a foyer, and then there's another hall that's as big as the concert hall last year. Mm-hmm. That's going to be the expo hall. Mm-hmm. So it's going to have its own room with its own stage for bands, for Q&A, for panel discussions.
Oh, wow.
So all day long, we'll be able to have some really cool stuff going on in the expo so that when we're done with the expo at night, we can close the door, walk across the foyer, and go to the concert hall. So we've really got a nice layout this year, and I'm really happy about how it turned out.
So it sounds like it's actually going to be all-day events. I know last year it was also, but it was more of like an expo during the day. It sounds like you're going to do some Q&As and stuff during the day this year?
Yeah. You know what it is? This hotel, where it's located, it's located on Biscayne Boulevard, which is right by Bayside. Yep. In fact, it's the Bayside Marketplace that all cruisers are so familiar with over all these years. It's a Bayside hotel. So, you're really close to the port. I think it's $6 to take a shuttle from the hotel to the boat.
Okay, can't beat that.
You're walking distance to the Bayside Marketplace.
Okay.
And, all day long, if you need to go get something to eat, they have restaurants in the hotel and there's eateries all around the hotel.
Nice.
So everything that we could to make it better than last year, just the hotel portion, we did.
Well, you're mentioning the food situation, and I know last time we spoke, that was the one thing I told you at the end of the night. I was starving. I was like, damn, and everything in the hotel was closed. So I'm excited. I know it's about food, but whatever. I'm excited even just to hear that there's the food areas around there that, hey, afterwards, before, if you want to go grab a bite, so that's already an upgrade to me. That sounds really cool. So
yeah, that part's great. If anybody wants to get a room, here's what's going on.
Yep.
They can go to Kruisefest.com. Kruisefest with a K, of course.
Of course.
Anything we do with Kiss has a K.
Of course.
It's just the way it goes. So Kruisefest.com, on the home page, you'll see a button that says click here to reserve your room. When you click on that link, if you do it through our link, you're going to get the cheapest rate because we worked out the best rate that this hotel's offered for rooms. And then everybody that clicks through our link to reserve a room will get a Kruisefest goodie bag when they check in. So whoever books the room, if it's, if you got 5 people in the room, the person that booked the room is going to get the goodie bag. But there'll be lots of stuff in there. Maybe they can share it. Right. But point being is they'll get that, and then that person that books the room will also be entered. We're going to have a bunch of prizes. I don't want to give it away because in marketing you're always trying to do the rollout.
Oh, of course, absolutely.
But let's just say there's some pretty awesome stuff. Similar to what's hanging on the wall behind you, let's say.
So that's a nice little treat then.
Yeah, so I think that people are really going to enjoy it. Look, the bottom line is, man, I'm a Kiss fan. Neil is a Kiss fan. Everybody knows Jay and Bill; they're Kiss fans. My wife, I'll tell you a story about my wife someday and the Kiss fandom. But we love Kiss. This is an event that we always say by the fans for the fans, but it really is.
Absolutely.
And we know that when we put something together, I know personally for me, I want to put on an event that if I wasn't running, I'd want to go to.
Absolutely. And I said that to you last year, and I'm not just, blowing smoke up your ass here.
Sure.
To me, the cruise pre-party is exactly what I wanted as a Kiss fan. It was Kiss wall-to-wall stuff. It was what it was all about to me. It really set the tone and set the mood for the coming 4 or 5 days after that on the boat. So to me, you guys, you really nail it. And that's why I'm excited to have you on for the 3rd time, whatever, because I believe in the product. I believe in what you do. And
Thanks,
to me, I say this to other Kiss fans as well. You don't even have to be going on the cruise to come to this party. It's not like you need a ticket to the boat. You could come to this as it's just a regular Kiss Expo if you wanted to.
Yeah. I actually know several people who have done that last year and several coming this year as well.
Nice. Very good. So, I just want to repeat one thing that you said just for everybody watching. Like you said, go on Kruisefest.com, cruise with a K, and book the room through you and through your website, not through another third-party site. To me, you and the guys put a lot of work in this. And, I say this before, the tickets for the general admission price last year for the 2-day event, I think was only $15 more than it cost to see Sebastian Bach here in New York like 6 weeks prior. Okay, and that was Sebastian Bach for 90 minutes compared to a 2-day event. So guys, if you're watching this, support Joe, support the team, go on their page, get your room through the website there, let them get the credit. They work their asses off, and you guys deserve to make sure that you get all the credit. So I wanted to make sure I repeat that because to me that's important. You guys keep it affordable for the fans, you keep it fun for the fans, and I want you guys to make sure that all the fans go through your website to get that room.
I appreciate that, Mike. That's important to us too, so I definitely appreciate that.
Absolutely. So, all right, let's talk about the event. It sounds like it's going to be another 2-day event like it was last year, right?
Yes, 2 days.
Excellent. So could you share a little bit with us? What do you have in store for the 2 days?
I can. I will drop the ball here. We are going to announce our headliners. So for night 1, our headliner will be none other than Bruce Kulick.
Yes.
And Bruce will be joined by his stellar band, of course. They will be joined at the end of their set by the night 2 headliner, which is none other than returning guest Mr. Ace Frehley.
Awesome.
So pretty stoked about that. So night 1 will be Bruce with his band. Night 2 will be Ace with his band,
Mm-hmm.
and Ace is doing a deep cut set. And part of that deep cut set is going to
Yes.
be songs that he's never played live.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. That's what we want. That's it. Now I'm excited.
The great part of it is, and I got to be honest with you, I know Ace gets a bad rap by a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
by a few people, but he was great last year to work with.
Yep.
Him and his crew and his band were just awesome guys. They really, really were. And when this event was over last year, we talked to them when we got off the boat, and it was, guys, we want to do it again. We had a blast,
right?
And we talked to Phil, Ryan, Jeremy, and Matt, and they're all gung ho with doing the thing again. And of course, Ace was all about it. So, he did the guitars last year. He did the meet and greets, all that stuff, and he had a really good time. Ace was in good spirits. I mean, he took really great pictures with people. So, that all being said, when we said, well, we want to have you back, but let's mix it up a little bit. Let's do something different. So it was Ace himself that suggested, well, let's do some songs I've never played live.
That's awesome.
And it's going to be fun. So, now those songs, well, we're working on a way that we can get the fans to help pick them.
Okay.
So we're going to be working on that. We'll unveil that as we go. Bruce and Ace will both be doing individual meet and greets. Those details are going to be available when the tickets are released. You'll be able to see what you get and, price. Bruce is going to be doing like the way we have it set up. I'm not quite sure of all the little details, but it's going to be a luncheon type environment with a very limited crowd. And Bruce is going to be very intimate with everybody and sit and talk to people and really have, I mean, it's funny when you talk to Bruce, and I'm sure you have, and many of the listeners have, he's such a down-to-earth guy.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's no head trips. Yep. He really seems interested in you. And I think that's going to convey very well when he sits and talks to people at this type of thing.
Absolutely.
And Ace, of course, will do something, his meet and greets, and they're going to do one together. Now, this is the cool thing. I think it's cool because as a Kiss fan, I've never done this. So you'll get your meet and greet with the two of them. You'll get your picture with them. That picture will be printed right there on the spot.
Oh, wow.
And then both of them will sign it. So you will leave with a picture of you with Ace and Peter, or Ace and Bruce, excuse me, and have them both signed. I think that's really cool.
That's awesome.
That's something I'll frame and put on my wall once I get home.
Yeah, no, you know what? I've actually done that where I've taken pictures at a meet and greet and then got it signed at the following meet and greet the next year, 2 years later, whatever it is. Because I enjoy that. At this point, you, me, a bunch of fans have met Bruce, have met Ace a number of times. So I look for unique things to get signed. And to me, having that photo of me with the guys signed by them is a unique thing. So to be able to get it right there on the spot, I've never had that experience before. That's a cool idea, actually.
Yeah, I got to give Neil the props for that. That was his idea. And when he said it, we were all on the phone because, I live in Jersey. Neil's in Florida. Jay's in Florida. Bill's in Minnesota, I believe. And, we were all over the country. So we do a conference call every couple of days, week or whatever. And we're all on the call. And I could hear the collective jaw drop when he said that. And I was like, that's a fantastic idea.
Right.
So, we have some other tricks up our sleeves, some other guests that, like, for example, I can let this cat out of the bag. The All-Star Band will be back again, which is essentially Ace's band, Ryan, Phil, Jeremy, and Matt.
Yep.
Those guys are going to jam, and we've got some celebrities, some stars that are going to join them on stage again, and we'll let that out slowly as we get a few more things. There's still some contracts that are getting signed and some things we're figuring out, but trust me, I mean, anybody who knows me and knows this team, knows this event, knows we're nowhere near done.
Right.
So this is the beginning, and we have this little tagline we say just to be funny. It just keeps getting bigger.
Absolutely.
And it is going to keep getting bigger.
Absolutely. Well, I'll say this. On the last 3 cruises, Bruce's band has played, I think it's 6 shows in total on the cruise, and those are probably the 6 biggest highlights of the last 3 cruises for most fans. Right. So just starting with Bruce on night 1, you're already winning. Right, you're already. There's no way to lose. Right, I mean, his band is top notch. Those guys are great guys. Yeah, Bruce is great, like you said, and I'm guaranteed that that's going to be an amazing show. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, Ace is going to jump up on stage with them, do a song or two. Then Ace is doing a set of deep cuts. I mean, it's a winning formula, and you haven't even announced any of the other bands, or if you're going to have any guests during the expo. Like I know last year you had a few different guys there for the expo part as well, signing autographs or whatever. So it's already, to me, worth the price of admission just on the two headliners that you've already announced.
Yeah, and Bruce will join Ace on night 2 on the stage for a couple songs too.
That's
so
awesome.
They're going to switch and join each other, and it's funny. I don't know how much the two of those guys talk and hang out, because I'm not privy to that.
Right.
But those guys seem really comfortable with each other. And again, no head trips. They're just like, great, let's give the fans something they're going to love.
Absolutely.
And I can't thank them enough for having that kind of attitude, because it makes it easier for us to put on a great event when they're so supportive of it.
Absolutely. And then, so it's great also to hear Ace's band is going to be doing a thing, because again, those are a great bunch of guys, and their knowledge of music and Kiss songs and other songs that are not Kiss is just, I mean, incredibly deep. I've seen them perform on their own as well. They're just incredible as their own bands. So that'll be exciting to me as well.
I work with Chris Sinzak on the Rockin' Pod down in Nashville, and those guys are pretty much regulars at the Rockin' Pod, and they were there last year. Just you see them get on stage and just rip out a song that you haven't heard, like Godzilla from Blue Oyster Cult.
Right.
They just ripped it out, but who knows that song off the top of their head?
Right, exactly.
I mean, there's just so many tunes. I can't think of how many now. I'm drawing a mental blank, but. I was there watching Dave Ellefson jumped on stage, and Michael Sweet got up on stage, and these guys are just up there jamming with them all, and they're the consummate professional. And it's funny, everybody always jokes about Ryan because he's always smiling on stage. Wouldn't you be?
Of course.
I mean, come on, the guy's living the dream. My God bless him. He's a great guitar player. He's a great guy. And he's doing what he wants to do for a living. If I was him, I'd be sleeping with a smile on.
Absolutely. No, and look, these are guys that are longtime Kiss fans from when they were kids. So getting to live the dream, playing with Gene Simmons, now playing with Ace Frehley. On one of the cruises, they had Paul Stanley jump up on stage. I mean, come on, how could you not be smiling all the time?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and I'm happy for them, because they're a great, great bunch of guys. So, Joe, when did tickets go on sale for this? How do people get tickets for this event?
Tickets are going to be released for the people who signed up for the pre-sale on Monday, the 16th of March.
Okay.
General on sale will be the 20th.
Okay.
So there'll be 4 days that those that signed up on the pre-sale will have to buy the VIPs, the general admission, the meet and greets, and then everything, whatever's left, will be opened up to the general public.
Okay.
We've got about 2,000 people that signed up for the pre-sale already.
Wow.
And a lot of people, I'll be honest, some people sign up and wait to see what everything is, and then may wait. But last year, I think the VIPs sold out during the pre-sale, and most of the meet and greets did as well, except for the guitars. We actually sold the last guitar meet and greet at Kruisefest last year.
Okay.
But we're not going to do the guitars for Ace this year. There will be a very limited edition Bruce guitar. Those details will be released. Although what we're going to do is, for those that signed up for the pre-sale, they'll get an email, and that email will break everything down, give them a direct link to go to the ticket window and when they can go. Okay. And then on the 20th, I'll just set all that live for everybody.
And so if anybody didn't sign up for the pre-sale and they're not getting that email, they go to kruisefest.com, again, cruise with a K, right? Same website as the hotel, right?
Yep. They can sign up. They can give us their email address through all they got to do is click a button to go to the contact page and send us their email. Okay. It's a real simple process. I think the website is very clean, it's a simple site. There's some video, there's pictures. Try to keep it, informative but simple.
Yep. Do you have a time yet on Monday that that the tickets will go on sale?
Noon.
Okay. Noon Eastern Standard Time, right?
Noon Eastern.
Okay. Perfect.
So
perfect.
And then what I'll do is I'll set up. I have an email program that we use. I'll set it up to blast out so that everybody will get it at the same time.
Yep. Perfect.
And then they can all log in and do what they got to do.
Awesome. Very good. And then All right, that sounds like to me a great time that it's going to be. I would suggest to people not to wait, like you said, on the VIP tickets. I know I got mine very quickly last year, and if I remember right, they were sold out like that. So,
Yeah.
you don't want to miss out on that. Will the meet and greet sales also go on sale on Monday?
They will. We tend to keep some reserved for the general on sale
Yep.
just so it gives people opportunity that didn't sign up for it.
Hmm.
I've trying to work with Six Man to see if they will put this in one of their newsletters
Hmm.
to let
Nice.
all the people that are going on the cruise know about the event. They haven't said that they do that yet, but we hope that they will. Especially because Bruce, of course, is a big fan favorite on
Hmm.
the boat,
Yep.
and he works closely with Six Man every year. I'm hoping that knowing that they'll work with us on this. So
Yeah. Look, I would
fingers
hope.
crossed.
Yeah.
I would like that just to get in touch with everybody.
Absolutely. I would hope so for your sake that they would, because it's not taking any business away from them, so why not? You know?
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it just creates more of a buzz for the cruise. The people are going to get on that boat excited and ready to go.
Absolutely. Well, that's what I felt last year after the 2 day pre-party. I was like, I'm already exhausted. I think I said that to you. I'm exhausted. I
Yeah.
was just an attendee. How the hell after 2 days of planning? I remember seeing you on the beach one of the days, and you were like, "Yeah, I'm just enjoying relaxing now."
Yeah, yeah, I was good. Let me tell you, I literally slept 9.5 hours over 3 days.
Wow.
It was a really, when I got on the boat that first day, my wife and I both, we were like, I'm whooped. I
Hmm.
forget who played that night. I
Hmm.
think it might have been The Darkness.
Okay.
And we wanted to go see them, but I was like, you know what? I'm one whooped. I'm going to bed.
Of
I'll
course.
catch the next show.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let me ask you, Joe, if anybody's thinking of flying in, the first day, do you know what time roughly it's going to start? Is it a noon? Is it a 3? Is it a 6 o'clock start time on day one?
Day one and day two will probably be about the same. It'll probably be around 10 o'clock.
Wow. Okay. So early.
Because what will happen is people will want to register because you're going to have to check in. When you buy a ticket,
Hmm.
you get the QR code that you have to print out. You print your ticket.
Hmm.
You bring your printed ticket to the registration table. We'll scan it.
Okay.
We have the iPad scanner. We'll scan it. We'll know if you're a VIP or if you're a general admission. We'll give you the wristband for the 2 days,
Hmm.
and then you go and get, that way you're checked in. You can come and go as you please. You can go in the expo. And it's just, so it's figure around 10-ish each day.
Yep.
As we get closer, probably like June or July, I'll have a better handle
Sure.
on everything.
Sure.
And there'll be a calendar of events up on the website.
Of course, and it's all subject to change as things move along and you finalize the
Absolutely.
plans. But just for people who are thinking of flying the day of, it sounds like they want to get there first thing in the morning if they don't want to miss anything on day one.
I would suggest getting there early.
Yep.
A lot of people are coming in on the 27th.
Yep. That's what
Because
I'm going to
Kruisefest
do.
is the 28th and 29th.
Yep.
The hotel will give you the discount rate for the 27th if you want to come in that extra night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming in on the 26th, I believe,
Okay.
so that I can work on the 27th to get things set up.
Yep. Yep. And to me, one of the things I loved with last year, and I loved it this way this year, I got the hotel room right there, the same building as the event. If I buy something at the expo, I could run up to my room, drop it off. I'm not carrying it with me all day. If I want to, in between things, just go sit down for 20 minutes and get peace and quiet, I could go to my room, get that
Yeah.
peace and quiet. So to me, there's not even a thought in my mind of going to a different hotel or anything like that, because it was so convenient being all in one place and being able to just bounce up and down it however I wanted.
And on that note, the great part about this hotel too, I think there's like 580 rooms in this hotel. So there's a lot more. So more cruisers can actually stay here,
Mm-hmm.
and you can stay where you play. I could say that's a little catchphrase, but
Yep,
it works.
absolutely.
But yeah, definitely. And we're also working out a deal with a local UPS store or shipping company so that if you do buy something at the expo or you buy one of the Bruce guitars,
Hmm.
you can make arrangements to ship it before you get on the boat.
Nice, nice, very
Yeah.
good.
Convenient. It'll make things easier.
Awesome. Very good. Well, Joe, I think that's everything I had to ask you. Bruce Kulick, Ace Frehley, headlining night one and night two, both of them performing with the other one on each night. To me, I'm already excited, and it's 7 months away, 8 months away, whatever it is. Anything
Yeah.
else you wanted to share with everybody regarding Cruise Fest that maybe I'm not thinking of asking you?
Nothing that you might ask me, but I would like to say thank you to everybody that supports it and that comes out to the event. I've said this 100 times. I'll say it 100 more. Without the fans, this event doesn't. It's not a success,
Yep.
and it's because of them that it's been so successful. So, on behalf of Neil and Katie, Bill, Jay, myself, and my wife Patrice, I thank everybody for supporting it.
Absolutely, and it's so worth supporting. And I'll say it one last time: get the hotel room through the Kruisefest website.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely. Well, Joe, thank you again for joining me for the third time. Third time's the charm. I look
Amen.
forward to seeing you in October at Kruisefest, and it's going to be a rocking great time. There's no doubt about it.
Thanks for having me, Mike.
Thanks a lot, Joe. Talk to you soon. Alrighty, there you have it, everybody. Thanks once again to Joe D'Angelo for joining me on my show and giving us all the exclusive information about Kruisefest 2020. I know I'm getting my tickets, and I hope to see you everybody there. Hit that subscribe button below on my YouTube channel, and go head over to my Facebook page, The Rock and Roll Experience with Mike Brunn, and follow me there, where each and every day we talk about all the rock and roll music that you love. That's it for this show. Till next time, thanks everybody.